Trunk update. Okay, so I'm about to start welding in the trunk patch panel, and the body supports there are all ready to go. What you see is how I've dealt with all of them throughout the car, which is open them up, wire wheel them, get everything loose I can off there as far as surface rust. None of them are rusted through, or really it's just in some cases some thick surface rust, but for the most part just, you know, light scale everywhere. So I've wire brushed them off with a power wheel, and then the insides that are going to get covered up are treated with a rust encapsulator, if you will, which is a nearly rubberized coating. It just really bites into it and seems to neutralize it. Does a great job. The gray is a weldable primer, and that's where everything is going to be spot welded on. As mentioned before, these little side sections will be fabricated by me to match best as possible. This patch section is what's going to go in next, and yeah, so lots of spot welding or fill welding with a MIG gun. And let me show you the pan, which is drilled and ready to go with a coffee cup in the way. Let's move that. So that is the patch pan, and I've marked where those body support rails went, if you will, and then have drilled all of the little holes that will have spot weld. So that will be pushed down onto those rails and then filled and then sanded flat. And then on the edges here, this is where a small piece that's probably about 6 inches wide, matching that contour and style, will get laid in. But this piece goes in on its own. I think the reason it doesn't come with this, those side sections, is that the trunk opening, it'd be tough to get that in there. So I think that's the point. Anyway, so there we are, and thanks a lot. So the floor pan is mostly in, welded, ground down, prettied up, and here is one of the side pieces that I am fabricating to fill in that space. This is 20 gauge sheet metal that picked up at a yard, and then did a rough template with it just to get a rough idea of curves and sizes. And then before I started bending on it, ran it through a Harbor Freight bead roller to just give it a couple of profile lines that will add a lot of stiffness. And while it doesn't match exactly to the existing trunk pan lines, it will be fine. So next you will see this installed, painted, and prettied up. So this next part here is a little bit of a preview of painted, installed, and prettied up. But I also want to say thanks for watching, and also want to encourage people to make comments, ask questions, and give feedback. The point of doing all of this is so that when this car gets sold to somebody, or if they're trying to figure out whether they want to do this kind of project, they can see all of what I've gone through to do this. So don't be shy. If you have questions, or if there's something you think I should be doing differently, or if you're just kind of seeing what other people are doing out there, you know, stop in, say hi, and let me know that you're watching. And if you think somebody you might know would appreciate it, go ahead and share it. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.